Love, light, prosperity onto each and every one of you. I'm gonna give it a minute for the stream to be dispersed amongst the viewers. Oof. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the collective up in here. It's early. So if you are tuning in, make sure you guys tap in down below and say hello. All right. Whether you are on Facebook or on YouTube. All right. If you're on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hello, hello, hello. Bendiciones. How we doing? How we doing? Hi, Mama Bendición. I am on early today. I'm good, Raven. I'm good, Deb. How are we? We are on today. I know I didn't let you guys know that I was going to be on, but this was kind of like last minute. It wasn't something planned. So, we're here with the unexpected. How's everybody doing today? Bendiciones para ti, mamita. I'm gonna give it a little bit for you guys to share the live, okay, and tap the screen. I hope each and every one of you are well. I know it's been a couple of days. I've had so much going on in my personal life, so I apologize that I haven't been as consistent on live, but life happens. Life happens. Definitely tap in though, wherever you guys are tapping in from, okay? I am currently live on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and also on YouTube. So if you guys have any issues with your stream, you guys can always go on to the other streams, okay? I will be opening up to do card pulls for you guys. All right, but the likes and the shares have to be there, okay? The likes and the shares have to be there, okay? It is one free card pull and it is energy based. So if I feel called or drawn to your energy, I will pull for you. All right. And these are spirit led messages, meaning it's not a yes or no question. Okay. This is a spirit led message. Whatever your spirit guides have for you in your current energy, that's what come out. Okay. If you guys want a book, you guys are more than welcome to check out the Linktree in the bio. All the information is there. Okay. It is a minimum $15 donation for a spirit led reading. If you guys want to go more in depth, I do have other options as well. So definitely check out the Linktree. All right. I'm going to go ahead and open up my call to prayer. I did receive a donation just now. Who sent in Apple Pay? Please let me know so I can add you to the list after I do a couple card pulls. All right. Tati, I got you, mama. Tati, I got you on the list. You guys are more than welcome to go ahead and send your donation. Tati, you are the first person. Thank you for your Apple Pay. I got you, twin. All right, y'all. Help me go ahead and share the live, okay? Let me go ahead and open up in prayer. Thank you, Rosa. I see you. Make sure you smash that like. I'm going to go ahead and open up in prayer. The list is open, but I will be doing card pulls for those who I feel drawn to, okay? I do a couple rounds in the beginning of my live. So, oh, you're writing poems. I love that, girl. All right. Let's get them shares up, you guys. I only see 2 shares. All right. We got to have shares and likes, and you must be following for a card pull. All right. Padre nuestro que está en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestra ofensa como también nosotros perdonamos lo que nos ofende. No nos deje caer en la tentación, libéranos de mal. Amén. Ave María, Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo, bendita tú eres mujer y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. Gloria al Padre, al Hijo, al Espíritu Santo, como era en el principio, ahora y siempre por los siglos de los siglos. Amén, amén, amén. God, above all, I give you thanks for this time, space, and energy that you're aligning me with the collective once again. I ask that you please remove my energy as I now tap into the frequency of those that need messages from spirit. I call upon my highest self, higher power, the angels of divine white light that are here for the highest good of all when it comes to the collective. I ask that you please align me with the energy of love and light. At this time, I call upon Archangel Michael for your divine protection, divine order. I ask that you please remove any and all negative energy. Anybody trying to cause any sort of disruptions or delays, anybody sending any evil eye, any ill intent, we rebuke that energy and we transmute it and alchemize it into love and light. I ask at this time that I align with my santos, my eguns, my muertos, la gitana que me acompañan, los indios que me rodean, my son Three, my grandmother Emilia, my best friend Sierra, as they are the ones who protect me on the realms. We give all things in reverence for this day. Spirit, I ask that you please align me with those energies at this time, those that need messages from Spirit, whether it is through YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever collective it is, I ask that you align me at the time that you do, as my messages are timeless. Ashe to the ancestors in advance. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, you guys. All right, we are going to do some card pulls. I've already done the call to prayer. I do need the shares up, at least 20 shares, okay? So let's work together and get that, and continue to tap the screen. If you guys are interested in a card pull, you must be following. Beware of scammers. I will never contact you. That is not me reaching out to you. That is a scammer. Okay, so please block and report. All right, if you guys want to book me, you guys are more than welcome to book me through Instagram at unforgettable_EMZ. That's where you connect with me. I am a firm believer, as a healer, your people come to you. All right, I don't need to be out here looking for people. Okay, so if you're not familiar with me and this is your first time here, tap in and say hello. Okay, and if you've been here before, you already know the vibes. Drop those sunflowers. My name is Madam Divine. I am an intuitive psychic medium. Yes, I do have the gift to channel messages from those who have already crossed over. Hello, Judah. Hello, Britt. So I do have that. Okay. I have all the clairs. God has blessed me with so many gifts and I'm grateful for them. I do not manipulate. I am not here to manipulate anybody. I am not here to force a horse and drink water. All right. If you come to me and you tap in at your own experience. Okay. If you've never done tarot, if you're not into that, look, I'm not here to force anything on anybody. I'm here as an intuitive messenger. All right? The cards are for y'all. I don't need cards to read anybody. Okay? The messages that I come directly from the divine. The cards are just for y'all. Okay? So let's not get that confused, because I know a lot of people on this app tend to read off the book. I don't read based off the book. I read intuitively, okay? That's how I read. So, you must be following. You must be interacting with this live, all right? By sharing and tapping the screen. So, with that being said, y'all, let's see. We got 8 shares. I ain't moving until I see them shares, y'all. One thing we big on is reciprocity, okay? If you ain't putting in for me, I ain't gonna put out for y'all. We don't siphon energy, beloveds. That's not what we do here. If you want something from me, guess what? We work collectively. So if you are here, it's because you either got a share from somebody who actually give a fuck about you, or you came across because of my energy or the FYP. It's not by chance that we are aligning at the time that we do. Remember, don't get it fucked up, all right? Just because you see me on one screen, that doesn't mean that I'm not on 4 other ones, all right? I have 4 different platforms going on right now, all right? 4 different platforms. I don't play about this, all right? I'm about the masses. I'm not about quantity. No, I'm about quality. All right. I'm a quality light worker. I give a fuck about the people who I tap into. All right. So With that being said, we at the shares. I appreciate y'all. Listen, sometimes I just got to give y'all a little pep talk, right? I got to give y'all a little pep talk just to remind y'all, all right? Because yes, we're spiritual, but I could keep it real hood. And I know I stand on my worth and my value. Okay. So if anybody's trying to look for something for free, you won't get that here. But one thing I do is I do give to my collective. And by giving, I do card pulls, but it's not guaranteed to everybody, right? We got to give an opportunity to people, right? Especially those that tap in all the time. I love y'all. I love y'all, Soul Tribe, Soul Family. But sometimes Spirit has a message for somebody else, right? So we got to give it an opportunity, because at the end of the day, if I just stuck around with the same Soul Tribe, we would never grow. You get what I'm saying? So we've got the shares. I appreciate y'all. Love, light, prosperity to each and every one of y'all. This is how it's going to work, okay? You must be following. If you are here, you must be following, you must be supporting. All right? Now, once I start doing the card pulls, all right, you're going to drop your name and your zodiac in the chat. All right? You're going to drop your name and zodiac in the chat. Once you do that, if I call your name and I tell you to tap in, you're going to drop a sunflower emoji, okay? Or you could drop a rose as a gift, all right? A sunflower emoji in the chat. That's how I tap into your frequency. When I tap in, I'm going to ask you to make sure that your arms are not crossed or your feet, so I could tap into your energy. Because one thing about me is, when I tap into your physical energy, I tap in and I feel and sense everything that you have going on. Again, that is part of the gifts that I have. I am a Reiki practitioner as well as a healer. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and tap in. Doesn't matter what platform you are on. Okay. Go ahead, drop your name and zodiac. If you're not following, don't ask me for shit. All right. I'm going to keep going on to the next one. And if you say, oh, well, I just got here, I'm new, beloved, listen. I made the rules. The rules is that you must be following, you must be supporting. And if you ain't doing that, then don't ask me for nothing. What up, Stitch? Welcome back, YouTube fam. Love and light to you. Let's get it. Holy Spirit, holy angels, align me with the energy, please. Who needs a message from Spirit? Align me with the energy. A message from Spirit for your collective. Align me with the energy, Spirit. Who do you have a message for? Who do you have a message for? Chevy, Pisces, tap in, beloved. Chevy, Pisces, tap in. Thank you for the follow. Chevy, tap in. Everybody else, continue to share the live and tap the screen, all right? I see you, my love. Chevy, let's tap into your energy. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Please make sure your feet and your arms are not crossed, okay? For Chevy, Pisces Spirit, for the highest good of all, when it comes to Chevy, what is the message? What is the message for Chevy in the current energy, past, present, or future? What is the current energy for her, for Chevy? Thank you. Chevy, Spirit wants you to know, okay, that you've definitely found a lot of challenges, okay, here recently, especially when it comes to financials, okay? You could be feeling like you've been in competition in some sort, or just having to be very defensive and having to like keep some sort of control, especially when it comes to your finances. Okay, Spirit wants to let you know that you are about to regroup and recover whatever it is that you lost. Okay, because I feel like you went through a period where you either lost employment or lost a significant amount of funds. Whatever it was, it kind of set you back. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know, just continue to maintain your control, continue to persevere, and try not to be as defensive. Okay, it's just sometimes things happen, right? We don't have control of certain things, so just keep yourself in control. All right, and things are going to align for you. Okay, whatever you lost is going to come back to you tenfold. You have to affirm it. Okay, I release your energy. I call back all my power ashe to the ancestors in advance. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your frequency, my love. I release you. I release you. I send you love and light. Jessica Aquarius, tap in. Jessica Aquarius. Jessica Aquarius, tap in. Drop a sunflower in the chat. All right. Thank you for following Jessica Aquarius. Jessica Aquarius. Everybody else, continue to share the live and tap the screen. All right. Jessica Aquarius. Spirit, for the highest good of all when it comes to Jessica. I'm shaking. Thank you, beautiful soul. You're welcome. If you would like to book a more in-depth, you're more than welcome to book your own energy. All right, $15 for spiritual reading is 3-card pull. All right, that's 15 is the minimum. If you want to go more in depth, I do have private readings. They are 30-minute and 60-minute sessions available, and they're through Instagram, FaceTime, or WhatsApp. All right, but you have to send me a DM on Instagram. Jessica Aquarius. Jessica Aquarius. Spirit, for the highest good of all when it comes to Jessica, what is the energy? What is the energy? Jessica. You're coming off as a 9 of Wands right now, okay? I feel like when you got your boundaries like all the way up, all right? I'm sensing boundaries are all the way up right now. It seems like you're standing up. Whatever this is, you're standing up, you're standing on business, and you're not settling down. I feel like you're somebody that is very much level-headed, especially with your emotions too. You're not somebody that is petty or doing things because you just want to. No, that's not the type of energy, okay? But I'm definitely getting that the way for you to continue to progress in your current situation is to maintain your emotions secure and calm. Okay? Maintain your emotions secure and calm. Keep your heart and your mind level headed. um but stand on business, okay? And this could be with anybody, family, friend, foe, it don't matter. You stand on business. Don't drop your guard, right? Head on a swivel, because not everybody is really your friend. All right, I hope that align with you. And if you want to tap in, again, 15 minimum. I release your energy, my love. I send you love and light. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your frequency. Ashe to the ancestors in advance. Ashe. We're going to do one more. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to go into the list. And then I'll open back up, right? But again, 15 minimum donation. That's what you pay for Starbucks, beloved. That's how much you pay for gas. You know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself. That's the best way I could put it. Invest in yourself. All right. Stephanie Leo. Tap in. Stephanie Leo, tap in. Spirit for Stephanie Leo. And then I've got Tati. Tati, you send in your donation. So I'm going to get you after Stephanie. Stephanie Leo, Spirit. Stephanie Leo, what is the message, Spirit, for the highest good of all when it comes to Stephanie? Messages. Oh, Stephanie, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, we have Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. There is Spirit wants you to know that there's some delays, okay? But you are somebody that's very stable and secure. All right, without a question, without a doubt. You are somebody that is a you're very hardworking, okay? And you could also be like a single parent, right? I don't know if you have kids, right? But you could also be like a single mother who provides and doesn't really have to rely on the help of somebody else, right? Because you got it. Even though it may be a little bit tough, not saying that it hasn't been tough, right? But you've been maintaining. I do see that there is something here that's either weighing you down in the current energy. Maybe there could be some sort of like, I don't know if this is within you or maybe something that's like bringing things to a complete halt, but there could be some sort of boredom that's relative here. Because I'm getting like, oh, I'm bored. Like, I'm bored. I can't. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that energy of bored. You're not really feeling it anymore. Um, the passion isn't there as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's what's causing delays. Because it seems like there's a shift in energy. It seems like there's a shift in energy here. All right. But spirit wants you to know that there is going to be, expect some sort of delays here, okay? But don't stop. Keep yourself level-headed, keep yourself secure, and make sure that you always stay in this nurturing energy. All right? Stay in this nurturing energy, because that's what makes you you, is what I'm hearing. That's what I have for you. I release your energy. I call back my power. Ashe to the ancestors. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your frequency. I send you love and light, Stephanie. And if you want to book me, you're more than welcome to book me through Instagram, okay? All right, Tati. We're going to go to Tati. She did send a paid donation. Remember, it is a 15 minimum. So if you would like to join the list is now open. I have Apple Pay, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal. Depending on how the energy goes, I may end up going back to doing some card pulls. But again, the energy, the likes, the shares, it has to be there. Okay. If it's not, then we're just gonna tap in, and whoever sends donations. Okay. All right, for Tati, Sagittarius spirit, for the highest good of all, when it comes to Tati, what is the energy? What is the message for Tati? What needs to be brought up for Tati? Tati spirit. Tati is Sagittarius. You've been feeling a lot of heavy extra weight here lately. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Feel like you're trying to accept from moving on from a certain situation. Trying to find peace about something here. Definitely relationship. There's definitely some sort of relationship that's coming up here, okay? There could have been some sort of you're probably either detached from somebody in the current energy. Were you in a relationship with somebody? I say were as past tense because I'm definitely sensing that there was a breakup or some sort of disappointment that has transpired within this connection. I don't know if you felt like an extra burden. I don't know if there's like a extra burden that you're feeling. Um or maybe feeling like this relationship was too much of a responsibility for you, okay? Um but I don't know, I just feel like this relationship or this connection, whoever this is, right? I don't know if are you still here, because I'm not seeing any of your comments, but I'm definitely picking up the energy of either feeling like this is a setback, there was some sort of personal setback here within this connection, and it's like you're having to kind of like just forgive the situation for what it is. But there's also a fear of commitment here. Me and my ex trying to work things out now, but I was starting to talk to another girl. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like there's any sort of commitment here. That's why I said there's no commitment here. um it seems like there's an imbalance, okay? An imbalance and a misalignment here, okay? Um I don't know. Do you tend to be a bit impulsive? Because I feel like your impulsive energy is kind of pushing you into this new direction with this new energy. But for whatever reason, you're having difficulties moving on and accepting that what didn't happen, right? It's like you're I don't know, it's like you're wanting to enter something new, but you're afraid. So you're still holding on to the past. And because you're holding on to the past, that's what's causing you a lot of stagnation here with the new energy. But your impulsiveness, wherever that is coming from, whether it's pushing towards the new energy or the past energy, you got to get that in check. Okay? Because you're not going to achieve anything the way that you're moving. And I'm just going to be honest, okay? This definitely feels a bit messy and a bit sloppy. I definitely do feel like somebody here is a burden or could be taken as an additional responsibility. Now, if that's something that you want to go ahead and subject yourself to, then by all means, right? But you're going to have to accept that if that's what you want, then you got to let go of the new thing. And if the old thing isn't what you want, then you need to cut that off and go on heal, right? And then go to the new thing. If I spelled it right, so me and the girl can never be in a relationship. Well, I'm not picking up on that. I don't know who told you that, right? But if you wanted me to check in and see if somebody actually did that to you, I can. You could definitely book a reading with me. You have my number. Okay, you could definitely book a reading with me. Um, but I didn't pick up on that. Okay. Trust me. If it was supposed to be known, I would know, right? Because typically when I do readings, I always ask spirit to deliver whatever they need to keep you kind of on your toes about shit, and that would be something. That would be something that would be revealed to me, but that hasn't come up here. So I don't know who told you that, right? If it's from a valid source or not, but if you want me to validate that for you, you're more than welcome to book a private with me. But again, I definitely do feel like there is a lot of shifts, okay, a lot of conflicts, a lot of bad choices. Be careful with your impulsiveness, because I feel like your impulsive nature kind of puts you in these predicaments. That's what I have for you, my love. I pray that I was able to give you some clarity. I think that you need to make a choice all the time, twin. Listen, it sounds like, there's some work that needs to be done, not with just within you, but the energies that surround you. And that's a choice that you're going to have to make. If you want to elevate, then by all means elevate. If you want to revert back, then you can't get mad, right? You can't get mad because you're not getting a different outcome if you're choosing the same if you're choosing the same story. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm picking up. Um, but yeah, y'all, I don't have anybody else on the list. It's 15 minimum. All right, Apple Pay, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal. The list is open. If you're wanting me to tap in for a spiritual led reading, you're more than welcome to. Those that are dropping yes or no questions, I don't do that. I don't do for yes or no questions. Y'all more than welcome to, scroll and find somebody else, but I don't do for yes or no's. Yeah, definitely let me know. I do spirit led readings. That's what I do, but I'm not here to boost anybody's ego. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on spiritual growth and development. And sometimes in a spiritual led reading, you're not going to hear what you want to hear, right? But I at least know I did my due diligence and I told you about it. And if you choose to do whatever you want with the information, then you choose it. But yeah. $15 minimum. If anybody else would like for me to tap into their energy, it is a 3-card pull spirit led reading. 15 minimum. Apple Pay, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal. I accept your chime as well. So if that's something that you would like to, please let me know. All right, the list is open. Yes, I do private readings as well, but my privates are not like a regular price on live. All right, my privates are more expensive, but that is a one-on-one coaching session. All right. Yes, that's me, mama. Um No, I don't do gifts, love. The gifts don't amount to the same as price. Um, I mean, gifts are appreciated, right? But it's not the same. And my Santos don't work like that. But yeah, privates are available, 30-minute and 60-minute sessions. They are video call, okay? You don't have to be on video, but the reason why I do video is because I have a lot of spammers and fake accounts, and I want you to see that I'm the one actually doing your reading. So that's how I do my readings. Deborah, I got you, mama. Deborah. All right. We're going to go to Deborah. Again, list is open, 15 minimum if you would like to join the list. I do not have a long list. So if you want to tap in, definitely do so. Deborah, are you an Aries? I can't remember. I don't know. I'm hearing fire or water. Aries. Okay, so I was right. I said Aries, right? All right, let's tap in for you, mamita. Holy Spirit, holy angels, divine truth, divine wisdom, divine counsel. When it comes to Deborah Aries, what is the energy for her at this time? What does she need to know in the current energy, please? For Deborah. Hello, Hillary from Zimbabwe. Welcome in. Let's tap in for Deborah Aries spirit. Deborah Aries. What is the current energy? What is the current energy spirit for Deborah? Deborah Aries. Past, present, or future spirit. It's a lot of crisscross energy. Crisscross energy. Listen, y'all, the list is open. $15 minimum. All right. That's a minimum dollar donation. Okay. I've already done free card pulls. If I feel led to do them again, I will. But right now, this is paid readings, $15 minimum. You guys use that for Starbucks. You guys use it for gas. You know what I'm saying? So that is the minimum that I do here. I do offer other in-depth readings, but for anybody here that is wanting to get read, that's just what it is, beloveds. Okay. So, Deborah, when it comes to you, okay, you've been surrounding yourself with a lot of deception. There's a lot of deceptive energy that is surrounding you. Okay. These could be family, friends, co-workers. I feel like there's a lot of people who do a lot of this. Okay, a lot of talking, a lot of talking, a lot of talking. A lot of manipulation here. You need to be careful with who you keep around in your energy. I also do feel like when it comes to you, you don't really have that much of a support system. All right. You don't have people that you could really vouch for, or people that could, help you when you need it in a pinch. All right. It seems like there's not much resources. Everything is pretty much on you. All right. I'm definitely getting I'm sensing a very chaotic energy. All right. So I don't know if here as of lately you've just been feeling a bit maybe disorganized or maybe running late or just, it just seems like things just kind of like shift, like, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere. And it's definitely been causing a lot of rifts in your current energy. There is a possessive energy here too, okay? And to be honest, this could be somebody that you were kind of like talking to or wanting to, get a little familiar with. on that type of level. This could be somebody that is, hot and cold, a Prince Charming, somebody who knows what to say, to get what they want type shit. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. You need to be mindful of this person. Okay. This person is not really good energy to have around. And I feel like this person really kind of gears you off course. So there's a need for you to really balance your energy and get yourself back. Because I feel like spirit is showing me like a teeter. You know what I'm saying? Like at the playground, it's not balanced. There's no balance here. You got to be careful with this person. Who is this person? Who's this person? And guys, list is open, $15 minimum. I don't have anybody next. So if you would like to join the list, definitely go ahead and tap in down below. Your husband. He ain't a team player, girl. And I hate to say it. I hate to say it. He's not a team player. I feel like this person is very, very greedy and stingy. And they're very manipulative. I'm getting very manipulative energy. All right. It's always like a conflict. It's always a conflict with this person. It's no team effort. I feel no team effort. It's like you guys are ops. You are not wrong. I hate that you're going through that, my love. I really do. But you need to be careful with this person. I feel like you're already walking on on eggshells with this person, but they're not a team player whatsoever. So you need to be mindful with this person. Don't share any important shit with this person. All right, refrain from telling them anything. I release your energy. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your frequency, my love. Ashe to the ancestors in advance. Ashe, 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 mote it be. I send you love and light, queen. Hold on, y'all. I gotta fake. I have like no friends, so he's the only person I can think of. Yeah, he has manipulation tendencies. No, not that he has. He is manipulative, girl. He's very manipulative. First time coming across my life. Welcome. Um, bendiciones para ti. I just feel like I've gotten to know myself and now I'm trying to read him. Blessings. Hi, Julie. Um, so so when it comes to that energy, right? When it comes to that energy, especially when it comes to like a spouse, right? If spirit is forewarning you, like, hey, you've got an op that you're dealing with. Okay, you got an op that you're dealing with. Pay attention, right? but move with observation, move with motive. All right. Just because you guys go to a reader and a reader tells you something, that doesn't mean that you go and tell your husband or you tell the person that you got a reading on what you just came across. No, you move in accordance. Spirit is advising and telling you, hey, watch out for this person. You can't trust this person. So if spirit is telling you that, then you move wise, right? Because you'd be a fool after I told you this to go and run and tell your husband what you just found out. So divination is for that very reason, right? Divination has been utilized by our ancestors for many, many, many years. Okay. And it's not to be used to see if somebody's cheating on you with all these dumb questions. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that. You guys need to use divination with intention. Divination is to be used intentionally. All right. If you want to grow, right, grow. If you want to learn, then learn. But don't use it to manipulate. When you use things to manipulate, karma will always come back and they will always charge direct debit. They're going to take that shit out and it don't matter. And sometimes that debit comes when you least expect it and when you're down bad, right? Like you already got negative in the bank. You're already bankrupt. They still going to charge it and you're going to have to pay it regardless of the situation. So you guys need to be mindful, right? When you guys get readings, make sure that you are listening with the intent of utilizing that information to the best of your abilities. All right. Don't use the information to master manipulate or try to get things your way. No, that's not what divination is used for. Other people will do that. I don't justify what other people do, but in my house, we don't move that way. We don't move that way. All right. If anybody wants to book private, y'all can, but it's not the same price. Okay. My prices are my prices. I don't do discounts. I don't do nothing. All right. So if you guys want to tap into somebody who's real and is not going to manipulate and abuse your money, then by all means, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here for service. Okay. But I'm also not going to do things for free because it costs. It costs to feed. All right. It costs to feed. It costs to run. You know what I'm saying? Not all this is free. Nobody pays for this. Those donations don't come to me. Those donations are split amongst me and my santos. They split around amongst the community. Um, I invest into y'all. You get what I'm saying? So that's why that's why I move the way that I move. So um I did receive some other donations, but they're not for this live. My list is open, $15 minimum. Okay. I can also assure you guys that there's going to be a bunch of fake psychic readers on here that may message you guys. So please beware. That is not me. All right. That is not me. The list is open, $15 minimum. All right. If anybody would like to join, I do not have anybody else on the list right now. $15 minimum for a spirit led reading. If you would like to tap in, let me know. It is a 3-card pull. And if you want something more in depth, I do have other readings available, okay? But that is the minimum, $15 minimum. I am currently live on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So please make sure to tap in and make sure you're following all of those platforms, okay? List is open, y'all. Not all at once. Apple Pay, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal. List is open, $15 minimum. All right. That's what we're doing right now. So if you want to tap in, let me know, okay? And for those that want to tap in private, y'all can tap in on private. Just send me a DM on Instagram. Blessings to you, beloved. List is open. List is open. List is open. We got 20 people in here and 40 shares. All right. If we can get some more shares, I'll probably do a couple more rounds of card pulls, but y'all got to be following. All right. Y'all got to be following. Y'all got to be interacting. You got to be sharing. I don't mind giving into the collective as long as y'all give back to me. That's how we do here. So if we can get the likes and the shares to go up, you must be following. I'll do a couple more rounds of card pulls. All right. But my list is open. We're doing paid readings. Okay. I'm well. I'm well. Hope you are. Let's get them shares up, you guys. Drop your name in Zodiac. Name in Zodiac. I know. Send me another message. Send me another message. I'm sorry. It's been a lot of shit, Tati. I got you, though. Better late than never, but I got you. Actually, send me a text. Send me a text, and I'll FaceTime you after this, okay? Guys, make sure you're following. Make sure you're following. Share the live. All right, drop your name in Zodiac. I'm gonna do 2 more people. 2 more card pulls, all right? I got you, twin. I got you. What's up, Marty? What's up? Stella, you're not following. You're not following, beloved. Tony, you're not following. Listen, if you're not following, don't ask me for shit, beloved. Lou Aries, tap in. Lou Aries. That's the stipulations. Y'all gotta be following. Don't ask me for nothing if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Nah, we don't do that here. Lou Aries, tap in, beloved. Lou Aries, drop a sunflower. Lou, where you at, Lou? Hey, appreciate the heart me. Lou, where you at? Got it. Lou, you got a lot of delays here, beloved. You got a lot of delays. All right. And it could be pertaining to either an inheritance or money, stability, something long term. This could be something, somebody that you're also holding back communication from, or this could be somebody holding communication from you. All right. There's an energy here of somebody holding back. I feel like right now, Spirit is wanting you to kind of slow things down and really pay attention to the signs. All right. Something about financial security here. I don't know what that is about. Okay. Something about financial security. Maybe you're waiting some sort of correspondence, or maybe you're trying to do something in regards to this money that's coming in, but there are delays for a reason. All right. There are delays for a reason. So I'm hearing go to pace. Go the pace. All right. There's no need to panic. Go the pace. The delays are happening for a reason, but that money is secured. Whatever that means, okay? That's what I'm hearing. I release your energy. I call back all my power. Ashe to the ancestors in advance. Ashe, 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 Motive B. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your frequency. And if you want to book private, you can find me on Instagram, okay? That's where I do my private bookings. List is open, $15 minimum if you would like to join the list. Right now, I'm doing card pulls for those who are following. They are energy based. Okay, so if I feel drawn to your energy, I will pull on you. All right, Spirit. Align me with the next energy, please. Align me with the next energy. Who do you have a message for? Who do you have a message for, Spirit? Align me with the energy. I'm not seeing any comments, you guys. Align me with the energy, spirit. Who do you have a message for? Release my energy as I now tap into the energy of the collective spirit. Who do you have a message for? Name and zodiac. You must be following. Come on, you guys. Let's keep it going. I'm trying here. Pati Scorpio, tap in. Pati Scorpio. Pati Scorpio. Pati Scorpio, tap in. Pati Scorpio. Minimum donation is 15. You guys tap in. Aries, Big Bella, not the little one. You heard? Pati, let's tap in, mamita. Spirit for the highest good of all. When it comes to Pati, what messages do you have for Pati, please? Thank you. Pati, it seems like you can't get in control or balance of your time. It seems like there's so much. It seems like you're being overwhelmed so much here lately that you're unable. And I feel like it also has a lot to do with your mind. When things are kind of chaotic, it's like your mind can't catch a grip on life. It seems like you kind of get off balance, right? Because spirit is showing me like a line, a tight line, and you're having to walk it very like you're having to walk it very slowly because one wrong move you could fall. All right. And I feel like this has a lot to do with your mind. Okay. There's a lot of negative thoughts that you're having to face, and those negative mindsets is what's putting you in this predicament. Um, Spirit is saying that you need to get your thoughts in check. All right. Whatever that looks like to you, you got to get your thoughts in check. There's a lot of things that are keeping you restricted at this time, and it's your mind, your thoughts, whatever it is that you're putting out into the universe. That is exactly what's causing you to cause restriction in your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Please let me know in the comments. That's what I have for you. I release your energy. I call back my power. I say to the ancestors in advance. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your frequency, Pati. I send you love and light. Let's do another person. Name and zodiac. Name and zodiac, beloveds. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Yes, thank you very much. You're welcome. You're welcome. You already know the vibes. If you want to tap in, just tap in on Instagram for a private, okay? 30-minute and 60-minute sessions available. I'm gonna do one more person, and then we're gonna go into paid readings. Brittany Torres. Brittany Torres, tap in. Brittany Torres. Brittany Torres. List is open, y'all. List is open. Brittany Torres, spirit for the highest good of all. When it comes to Brittany, what is the messages for the highest good of all? When it comes to Brittany, what are the messages? We got Leo energy coming up. Leo energy coming up here, okay? So there could be Leo here, or the month of August could be very significant here. But Spirit wants you to know that there are going to be some challenges in the month of August here, or it could be with a actual Leo, okay? I don't know who the Leo is. If you know of a Leo, boom. All right, put it together. But there is a need for you to be strong, all right, because I feel like there's going to be some sort of conflict, some sort of rivalry, or um some sort of disagreement that's going to cause a lot of tension. All right, it's going to cause a lot of tension. Spirit is saying that there's a need for you to be strong, calm, cool, collective. Make sure that you focus on your inner strength, okay? Because whoever this is, I'm getting heavy Leo energy, so I'm telling you, wrap up, girl. Wrap it up. All right. August. I'm hearing in August. So need to strap up, girl. That's all I'm gonna say. Whatever this energy here is, there's a need for you to really strap up and be prepared spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, because I feel like this is going to be some sort of attack. I don't want a baby. I don't know what that means, but I'm just letting you know, okay? I'm just letting you know. Readings are for people. Oh, you mean like fight? I'm talking about disagreements. I'm talking about tension. I'm talking about conflict. I'm talking about, yeah, you might have to throw some bows up. I don't fucking know what type of energy you be around, right? I'm just forewarning you that in the month of August, you need to like I I say strap up, but you know what I'm saying. I got to be careful with what I say on this platform. Okay, a pew pew, like you know what I'm saying. But I'm not saying that it needs to be that gravity, right? But you get what I'm saying, right? Like prepare for some type war shit, spiritually, mentally, physically, whoever it is. Spirit is saying strap up. It's war. And I know what you mean and who it might be concerning. Bet. That's all. That's there you go. Right? I'm here just to plug in the dots for you. Okay. Once I plug in the dots, you connect them. Once you connect them, that's on you. All right. Girl, you better let me know what happens because this sound real. And it's within the next 2 to 3 weeks, girl. Something been telling me to stay to myself, as you should. Intuition's never wrong. I release your energy. I call back all my power. I say to the ancestors in advance. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your frequency. You already know the vibes. If you want to tap in with me and do a private, send me a DM on Instagram. All right. List is open, you guys. $15 minimum. All right. $15 minimum for a 3-card spirit led reading. Um, the list is open. All right. The list is open. If you want a reading, tap in. That's what we're doing right now. If you know of anybody that's been wanting a reading, somebody that's an actual reader, definitely direct them my way. Word of mouth. I appreciate each and every one of you when y'all do that. Because you help the business. You help my business grow. I'm not even gonna lie. Word of mouth. I fuck with word of mouth heavy. Because it has nothing to do with my service. I provide great service. I provide exactly what it is. It's just the people. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody is spiritual. So I respect that too. I respect it. But listen, y'all. If anybody wants a reading, $15 is the minimum donation. If not, I will be getting off. I will be back on later. I'm not sure what time, but I'm going straight to readings. All right. I know we haven't done collective energies here in a while, and I understand that. But right now there are so many people hitting me up for readings that it just makes sense for me to go live. You get what I'm saying? And do readings. So yeah, y'all. If nobody else wants a reading, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. You're more than welcome to tap in with me on Instagram. All the information is linked in my bio. I don't do gifts for readings because they don't amount to the same thing. I appreciate the gifts, right? But it's not the same. A swan isn't the same as $15. No, you ain't gotta apologize. It's just I know my team. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and go.